glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Arkansas head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Guys?
All right, Holly. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Razorbacks offense will get the football first. J.J. Jackson, this offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Running inside, it's Smith. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Platt. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Could be an alley. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Northwestern.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The short hands, it's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Jackson gonna throw it. It's complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Smith with the grab over the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Arkansas. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Grove. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Over the middle, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. Floating away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. This time it's complete.
And man, that's a welcome sign, and another completion for this QB. And how about the bounce back? A week ago, man, we were wondering about this passing offense. We were wondering if it needed to change, if something needed to change at the quarterback spot. Nice job bouncing back this week and putting a great first quarter together.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lockwood. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Under fire. Still looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Lockwood. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And what a difference one game makes, right? This guy already in the first quarter has thrown for more yards than he did in his last game. He just looks like a much more confident quarterback, and it's incredible how good things happen to QBs when they find a rhythm early.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Grove. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wildcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Here are the guys we expect to be impact players in this one. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The run inside. It's Smith. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Russell. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, fired complete. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're working that left side. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Gonna try to get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Running inside, it's Smith. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got a man. It's Marshall. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football.
Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Northwestern right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Looking to pass, it's Childs. Makes the catch, it's Wagner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Now sliding to his left. Whips it out to the back. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Arkansas! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the returner goes down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Childs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running it to the right. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. This time he wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown Razorbacks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Gets it to him on the screen. Snags it, and there's running room. Rams him with the stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wagner.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A favorite once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First and 10 coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. Still looking, on the move. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pressure coming. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the 1st down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Snapped it in the shotgun. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Heaves it deep. Snags it on the right. There he goes. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Complete. Made a defender miss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Platt. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A run inside. It's Russell. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab on the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Back to pass, it's Child. Working the middle, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. A little release to the back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Complete. He breaks a tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Childs. It's complete to the right. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the...